Hello investors and future investors, welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to always win with options. Today's video, I'm going to be going over the difference between price and value. I'm going to show you how to use both of these metrics in order to make sure you get consistent income. Now, if you guys are here because you guys are trying to make some income with options trading in order to help out your regular 9 to 5, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you the difference between price and value. I'm going to show you how, once you know the difference, how you could use it in order to increase the odds of any option trade in your favor. As usual, I will be giving you a step-by-step walkthrough of what option strategy I will be doing after I show you the difference between the price and the value. Now, for you guys that are new to the channel, on this channel, what I showcase are option strategies that help you generate consistent income. Before you guys get into any options trading, always make sure to do yourself two favors. Favor number one, always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What might work for my portfolio may not work for you. The second favor is always make sure to have an exit strategy. That way, if the trade do decide to go against you, then at least you would get out of the trade. That being said, let's go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, when we say get down and dirty with options, what we're trying to say is that the one way to learn option, the one proven way to learn option is to go ahead and practice, practice, practice. Now, let's go ahead and get into price. For today's video, the stock we're going to be using is going to be Trade Desk, and that ticker is TTD. Now, guys, do not go ahead and copy these trades. I'm using this stock just to demonstrate this option strategy. Now, the current price of Trade Desk is 52.52. That means if you were to buy Trade Desk right now at this present moment, you're going to have to pay $52.52 per share. Now, if you want to go ahead and do options, that means you need to go ahead and use 100 shares. So 100 shares at this price would cost you $5,252. So price is pretty straightforward. Price is just what you're going to pay to control 100 shares of the stock. Now, let's go ahead to what's more important, which is going to be the value. The value is going to be what we receive after we pay a price. And for that, let's go down and see what the analysts are saying. So, according to the analyst report, the fair value for this stock, Trade Desk, is $82. What they're saying is that if you were to buy Trade Desk right now, any price up to $82 is going to be a fair value for the stock. Currently, however, the current price is way below the fair value. It's at $52. So that increases the odds of any trade you decide to do on the Trade Desk. It increases the odds in your favor. Now, the difference between the current price of $52 and the fair value is $30. So you have lots of upside on this stock. Now that you know you have lots of upside on the stock, now you can make an even better decision of what option strategy you want to use in order to get into this stock. Now, the difference between price and the fair value, being the fair value is a lot higher, there's a very high likelihood that the share price goes back up to the fair value. It may not get to the exact fair value, but the odds are in your favor that it's going to go up. Hence, this is going to always make you win. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing before I demonstrate the option strategy I would be doing on the Trade Desk, and that is going to be the 52-week high. The 52-week high for Trade Desk is $141.53. The 52-week high, once again, is even higher than the current fair value. So although the fair value is at $82, this stock was actually trading at multiples way higher than the fair value. So at the current price of $52, the stock can go back up to the fair value, and it could go past the fair value and break all-time highs. So all this shows you is that there's a very high possibility that whatever option strategy you do with the Trade Desk should go in your favor. Now, that is just one part of the spectrum. the price versus the value. Once you go ahead and you determine that, then you can make a decision of what option strategy you're going to go ahead and do. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the option strategy. And for that, let's go ahead to trade TTD options down to the bottom in order for us to go ahead and open up our options chain. Now, the option chain is going to be all this information down here in its entirety. And what the option chain does is that it gives us enough information in order for us to make a very informed decision. Now, the option strategy I would do on the trade desk, no pun intended, and there are several option strategies that can work. But the one I think that best suits the trade desk because no one knows what the market is going to bring, we're going to go ahead to sell, we're going to go ahead to put, and now we're going to go ahead and choose our expiration date. The expiration date I will be using for today's video is going to be a monthly expiration date. So anything around 30 days. So let's go ahead and look for the best one. And the best one is going to be September 26th, which is around 32 days. September 19th is good as well, but September 26th is way closer. So that's going to give us 32 days. Let's go ahead and select that. So the option strategy I will be using with Trade Desk is going to be sell, put, and monthly expiration. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose my strike price. The strike price I will be choosing is going to be below the current share price. Remember, I just pointed out the share price is already very low. It's way lower than the actual value of the stock. But in order to increase the odds in my favor and increase the odds of me always winning, I'm going to go ahead and choose my strike price even below the current share price. So I will be going with the $50 strike price. Let's go ahead. We're going to select this one, the $50 strike price right here. Now, this is an income generating option strategy known as the cash secured put. Once you do this option strategy, you're going to be paid. The amount you're going to be paid is going to be $1.34 or $134. Each option contract contains 100 shares. So you simply multiply your $1.34 by 100, and that should give you $134. I did mention there are several income generating option strategies that can be used with a trade desk since the price is trading way below the fair value. Why did I decide to go ahead and do a cash secured put? It's quite simple. One, I'm an ultra conservative trader. I do not like to lose. I always like the odds to be stacked in my favor in order for me to win. But the most important reason why I decide to go with a cash secured put is because I do not know, or no one knows actually, if the current share price is going to continue to go down. I did demonstrate, however, that there's a strong likelihood that the share price is going to go up and go in the direction closer to the fair value. But we do not know if it's going to continue falling. Because of that, we're going to increase the odds of the trade going in our favor even more by doing a cash secured put. We're not going to own the stock. What we're going to do is do the cash equivalent. And if the share price does decide to go even lower, let's say around $50 or below, now we're going to go ahead and own 100 shares of the trade desk at an even lower price than the current share price is trading at when we do this option. So that is why I would go ahead and do the cash secured put. Now, the cash secured put, as I mentioned, is an income generating option strategy. So as soon as you go ahead and do this option strategy, you're going to be paid. Now, if this trade works in your favor, you could go ahead and you could rinse, repeat, and do this strategy every single month. Hence, you use price versus value in order to make consistent income. Now, there's a very strong likelihood that you will be able to do this month over month, the cash secured put that is, because there's a very high likelihood that the share price is going to go in the upwards direction. Now, how does this trade work out? Come expiration date of September 26th, if this share price right now is trading anywhere above the $50 strike price that we choose right here, and remember, I did show you the odds of that happening is extremely, extremely high. If that happens, then you're going to get to keep your $134. That money is always going to be yours to keep no matter how the trade goes. You keep that, and then you get your collateral released back to you. One of the most important criteria in order for you to do the cash secured put is that you need to have cash to leave as collateral. The collateral in this case is going to be whatever strike price that you choose. For this video is going to be the $50 strike price. You're always going to multiply that by 100. Once again, each option contract does contain 100 shares. So your collateral you're going to have to use for this option is going to be 50 multiplied by 100, and that's going to be $5,000. So that $5,000 is going to be released back to you once expiration date comes, and this share price stays above the $50 strike price. And then you rinse, you repeat, and you just keep making consistent income. Now, the other way that this trade could go, once again, come expiration date of September 26th. And remember, these scenarios could work out even before the expiration date happens. So if at expiration date or before, if this share price now just happen to go below the $50 price right now, then once again, you get to keep your $130. I did mention that money is yours to keep no matter how the trade goes, and that money is what helps you grow your account portfolio consistently over time, not overnight. Now, in this scenario, you will get assigned. Assignment simply means is that now you're going to be forced to buy 100 shares of the trade desk at whatever strike price you chose. So in this case, I'm going to be forced to buy 100 shares of trade desk at the $50 strike price. So I'm going to lose my $5,000 collateral. However, I will now have in my portfolio 100 shares of the trade desk at a $50 average cost, which is a good thing because now I've acquired a stock I wanted to have in my portfolio in the first place, but now I have acquired it at a lower price than what it was trading at when I decided to go ahead and do this option strategy. Now, both these scenarios is what's known as a win-win option strategy. The reason why I'm able to get a win-win option strategy is because I know the difference between the price and the value. Whenever you decide to go into any options contract, always make sure the stock that you trade in has a very high value compared to its price. Whenever that materializes, then the odds of the trade going in your favor goes up exponentially. And there you have it, investors and future investors. That's how you use price versus value in order to choose an option strategy that works for your portfolio. It increases the odds of the trades going in your favor, and that's how you always win when you decide price versus value. Now, if you guys have any question on the option strategy I used today, or any metrics on how to find your price and your value, or even how to find these stocks, just go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Now, the highlight of this channel is to show you option strategies that whenever you go ahead and do it, you receive an income right away, and that income gives you consistent income that adds to your already 9 to 5. If you guys have any questions or you need help with any options trading with income generating option strategies, then check out the links in the description below. Now, if you haven't already, now would be a perfect opportunity for you to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get our live trades every single Wednesday, where I go through the actual stock I'm trading, how I'm getting into the trade, and most importantly, the exit strategies. Now, the most important thing is that if there's anyone you know out there that's struggling to grow a small account portfolio and you do think that this video could help them get into options trading, then the right thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Together, let's help as many people as we possibly can start making income with options trading. Now, until the next video, keep pushing your investments.